You're watching African Space News. It's news update. Please stay tuned in.
The program is a bilateral project between Nigeria and Belarus.
Равенстве и взаимном уважении и доверии.
Agricultural mechanization is one of the examples of cooperation which proves unlimited potential of our relations based on sincere friendship, equality, mutual respect and trust.
In his remarks, President Bola Tinubu thanks the Belarusian government for the partnership, recognizing the role played by his friend and classmate from the University of Chicago.
Never did we dreamt that I would be in this position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Alex will be a successful businessman from Belarus to bring about a very successful collaboration and bilateral relationship that will promote economic prosperity and future of our two countries. Alex, thank you very much for everything. I believe our university will be very, very proud that we are doing this here today.
Vice President Atiku Abubakar has challenged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's assertion that Belarusian businessman Alexander Zygmunt, who introduced to Nigerians during the launch of his renewed Hope agricultural mechanization program on Monday, was his schoolmate at a Chicago university. Tinubu had referred to Zygmunt as his neighbor and schoolmate in Chicago. However, Atiku's media office countered the president's claim, stating that Zygmunt was born in 1966, which would have made him only 13 years old in 1979, when Tinubu claimed to have graduated from the university. Atiku's statement questioned the credibility of Tinubu's claim and also raised concerns about Zygmunt's alleged involvement in questionable transactions in Africa, citing international media reports. Well, Atiku's media aide released this press statement on Paul Ibe's Twitter account, and I'll read an excerpt of the statement. They wrote, "Are we now to believe that the Guinness Book of Records missed the story of a 13-year-old Belarusian prodigy graduating from an American university alongside Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Even more troubling is the president's casual association with a man whose international reputation is mired in scandal." This leads us to ask, with the solemn weight of patriotism and the urgency of truth, Mr. President, Nigerians deserve to know why a man born in 1966 is being paraded as your classmate who graduated in 1979. Were you taught in the same classroom or in different decades? Well, in the meantime, Zygmunt made headlines in African media in 2021 after being detained for 12 days in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Zygmunt's Dubai-based company, Aftrade DMCC, specified that the reason for the incident was allegations of arms dealing, which Zygmunt strongly denied. Zygmunt's lawyers stated that the arrest in the DRC was politically motivated and that ultimately he was cleared of any wrongdoing by DRC authorities. Well, here's a press conference he granted after the incident.
We became huge victims of wrong information supplied from somewhere to the security services of Democratic Republic of Congo about our arms dealing or about some other accusations. And we came to a situation that without explanation, so in detention center, we spent almost 12 days without any phone connection. So they cross-checking us because of this information that we became victims of this wrong, totally shocked information that was distributed in the mass media about us. So after all these ways that we get through in detention center, after all cross-checking and all questions that was done, it was prepared a big report that we are totally cleared by 4 security agencies of Democratic Republic of Congo, that we don't have nothing to do with any arm trafficking, that we don't have nothing to do with any training activity, that we are legal agricultural businessmen that came for agriculture and mining projects like we do in many other African countries to Democratic Republic of Congo. When they finalize their cross-checking and all security questions and all these procedures, we were released today in the morning with a full explanation that it was totally cleared by all agencies of security of Democratic Republic of Congo, and we are welcome to do any business in Democratic Republic of Congo if you want, because now we're fully cleared, and these victims of wrong information is totally taken out from us, and we are ready to be investors in Congo, and we are well. This was the message when they release us finally today.
All right, I thought it was important to play this video. This was back in 2021. I guess that's the response to the Atiku media team, who has questioned his dealings in Africa. He said that he was, arrested wrongfully and that he was cleared of any wrongdoing. Yes. So, but also the question about his attendance at the Chicago School University. I don't know if it was Chicago State University that Tinubu said, but he just said a university, correct? In Chicago. I don't know if it's the actual...
No, it said SchoolMate.
SchoolMate, but at where? Did he say CSU? Or did he say at a university in Chicago?
No,
that's
the question.
Just said
SchoolMate.
SchoolMate,
So what's the university that...
We don't know now. That's why we're asking.
You don't know the university your president...
No, I know he went to Chicago, but he can go to multiple... I'm not defending anybody here.
Okay.
I'm just asking about facts. Okay. And, empirical facts. So, the cable did the Lord's work. They actually did a fact check. And, this is what they posted. This is from the cable. They said that Zygmunt, while speaking with Day Night TV, reportedly said that he was born on November 26, 1966 in Minsk. That's the capital of Belarus. This means he will be 59 years old by November 2025. In the interview, he was quoted as saying he earned a bachelor's degree from the Belarusian National Polytechnic University, where he studied in the Faculty of Robotics and Robotics Systems between 1985 and 1989. And he added that he studied business marketing at the University of Illinois, Chicago, in the United States. From 1991 to 1995, he equally received a master's degree from the university, that's University of Illinois in Chicago. He also said he once served in the Soviet Army from 1983 to 1985. This was, a video that, Cable had fact-checked. I just got some excerpts from that video, and these were from Zygmunt himself. So again, the question is, what university was the president talking about? Because Zygmunt has said with his own mouth that it was the University of Illinois, and we know that our president went to Chicago State University. Dr. Batsi.
Okay. Well, I think that Polibe and his principal,
yes,
Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar, they have partisan reasons to play politics with this, And I said yesterday, election season is over. Yeah. We're running a government now, so we can focus on the running of government. I will not want to join anybody to call the president of Nigeria a liar. No. 2, let us stress the point that he said schoolmate and neighbor.
Yes, we stressed that
He did not say
well.
They were classmates. He did not say, the president did not say he attended the same school with Alexander Zygmunt. Schoolmate.
What's the schoolmate?
No, he said university at the end of the video. He said our university. Let me tell you what he said.
But what's a schoolmate?
Hold on, he said
you just said he attended the same school, but he called it a school.
He didn't mention school.
Let me tell you what he said. Hold on, Narufai. Let me tell you what he said. He said that our university will be proud of us. So it was a university. It's not a secondary school. It's not primary school. He said university.
Now says he attended University of Illinois, Chicago.
Exactly, good.
And what is in the public domain is about President Tinubu attending Chicago
Correct.
State University.
Those are the points.
So that's why, you know, people will play politics with it. That the president of Nigeria probably does not know the university that he attended. So is it University of Illinois, Chicago, or Chicago State University? So that's why his political opponents would like to seize upon it. But as for Alexander Sigman, he's basically a businessman. He runs a group called AfriTrade. Now, the incident that occurred April 2021, he and 3 others were arrested in the Democratic Republic of Congo because they were labeled arms dealers.
Yes.
And they were said to be planning to organize a coup in the DRC. And he said, look, that was misinformation, disinformation, that he was just a businessman. He was going there to meet a foundation, Moisi Kande Foundation. And he's also Zimbabwe's honorary consul in Belarus. So that's the source of his connection with Zimbabwe. There were no charges against him and the others. So you give him the benefit of the doubt. He was not charged. He was not tried. You know, they were released after 2 weeks detention, 12 days. Well, almost 2 weeks. So that is the story about that. I don't think we should hold that against him. The biggest office that anybody can possibly occupy, some people say, is to be a friend of the president. You will be surprised. I've seen people in this country.
Oh yes, thank you. Welcome back again to African Space News. Yes, I don't have anything to add on this, but you must be wise. If you take good look at this news here, I must tell you, you have to discover something fishy about everything. We cannot stay and keep quiet. But I want the authorities and the people who are in position to do something about this, to look critically in this aspect. Thank you, guys. That's only what I have for you today. I hope I meet you fine next week.